page. Number 10, I have a numeric expression that I want to simplify. That's 7 squared minus a group of 36 over 2 squared times 5. So I'm going to rewrite it so it looks like that. 7 squared minus a group of 36 over 2 squared times 5. All right, according to PEMDAS, I would do what's in the parentheses first. That's 36 over 2 squared. Now that means I have an exponent that I need to take care of. So 2 squared is the same as 2 times 2, which is 4. So in that case, I have 7 squared is the same as 49. Okay, so 49 minus 36 over 4 times 5. All right, so I did my parentheses, I did my exponents. Now, oh wait, actually I still kind of need to do my parentheses. 36 over 4, that's the same as 9. All right, so done. Now I have multiplication and subtraction happening. Now which of those comes first? Of course, multiplication. So I'm asking for 49 minus 9 times 5, which is 45. 49 minus 45 is simply 4. Number 11, it would be a really great idea to know your first few perfect squares because I'm simply asking to simplify the square root of 49. The square root of 49, of course, is 7 because 7 times 7 is 49. So, do you have to show your work? No, I would expect that you write 7 as your answer. Just like the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 25 is 5. And we've had pretty much all of those on here. Now, here I have simplified 56. 56 is not a perfect square because that lies between 49 and 64. Chart. So let's go ahead and break this down. That's going to be 2 times 25, 28. And then that's going to be 28. That would be 10, 14, right? That would be 2 and 7. So I have a square root of, I'm going to find all my primes. 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Now, because this is a square root, I am going to circle identical twins. Now, I have one pair, so it's going to go out to the front. So that's a 2 square root of 2 times 7. Of course, you guys can multiply. That should be 2 square root of 14. Let's do the same thing. 2 times 54. That would be 9 times 6. 3 times 3. And 2 times 3. You can use a highlighter if you want. Identify all of your prime numbers. Then we'll put them in here. I have 2 of those 2's, and I have 3 of those 3's. So I'm looking again, because this is a square root, that means my index is a 2. I'm looking for pairs. I have 2 pairs. So both go in the front. That would be 2 times 3. Then my square root symbol. All I have left is my 3. So that would give me 6 square root 3. All right, prime factorization. Literally what we've been doing on all of these. So let's factor this out into nothing but primes. So that would be 2 and 81, 9 and 9, 3s. Identify all of your prime numbers. So you would say that this is 3 times. Done. That's it. Let's move on to number 15. Simplify. I gave you another expression. Actually, I gave you something like that up on the first page on number 4. Same thing. I'm asking you to simplify, not solve, my dear. So let's go ahead and start simplifying. I have negative 10x plus 3 groups of 8 plus 8x plus 6 groups of x minus 4. So step number 1, let's distribute. That should be, and don't forget to bring down your negative 10x plus. Next, we would combine like terms. So I have my x's. Oh, I left off an x right there. There we go. All right, so that's 24. And then I have 10, 24 plus 6, that's 30, minus 10, that would give me 20x. And I also have 24 minus 24. Doesn't that give me 0? Yeah, it does eliminate. So that means my final answer is simply 20x. Now we have a couple of solvings down here. First is an equation. Let's go ahead and begin. This one's a hard one. We have negative 4x plus 2 groups of 5x minus 6 is equivalent to negative 3 minus 49. So just like we did up here, distribute first. That would give me a positive 10x minus 12. I'm going to bring this down. And so I don't forget, is equal to negative 3x minus 39. Next step, do I have like terms? I absolutely do. So that would give me 6x minus 12. And I don't have any like terms here, so I'm just going to bring it down. Do I have variables on both sides? Yes. Usually I look for the negative, and I want to turn it into a positive. So I'm going to eliminate that and bring it on over here. So that would give me 9x minus 12 is equal to negative 39. All right, so let's go ahead and solve by removing the constant that's on the same side of the variable. We're going to eliminate that and then add it over here. Now, I already know since I have a larger negative and a smaller positive that I am going to end up with a negative number. And at this point, I can simply reverse this and subtract. So that's 9 minus 2 is 7, and 3 minus 1, that would be negative 27. Alrighty, and that should be equivalent to 9x. Ooh, running out of space here. So lastly, you want to divide to remove your constant. I want to reduce that to 1. So lastly, I'm left with x is equal to a negative 3.